Hello YouTube, it's Amstrad time again. Yeah, I've got the Amstrad on again. We left it where we can load games on it. In fact, we booted it up, cleaned the contacts on the power supply, on the power switch. I think that was done before I actually started filming. Changed the fuse on the monitor, which fixed it. So we left it with these yellow lines going down the screen. So I'm going to open up this in a second. What I've been doing is trying to troubleshoot what's causing that. Loads of different things can be causing it. My initial thought was an issue with RAM, and I think I might be right. There's 8 sets of, I think it's 8 sets of RAM chips on the board, all socketed luckily, and I found that when I swapped them all over, sort of from one bank to the other, and these lines went blue when I did that. Then I swapped the one I thought was one of the ones I thought was bad to one of the banks below, and it made no difference. But then I found that one of those ones that I did swap initially, if I moved it to the other side, if that makes any sense, I'll show you in a second. There's sort of 2 banks of memory chips. These lines turn blue, light blue. And if I put them on the other side, anywhere on the other side, they go yellow. So if it was on the left bank of RAM, it would be, I think it was the left bank was yellow and the right bank was blue, or the other way around. So I narrowed it down to one chip. So I've ordered a new one, which is in here, £4 I think it was, all the way from France, weirdly, which I think is the correct thing to replace it with. So I'm going to open this up now. I'm going to pull the RAM chip, put a new one in, and then fingers crossed that fixes it. So I've got it open. I actually left the screws out of it because then you have to come back in here at some point. So what I did, a few things I did, as I took this heatsink off, which has got like some thermal paste underneath, which actually is still like putty-like. Tested that, make sure that was all pushed down and stuff, and that was fine. So what I did is I marked this one here, if you can see. Later zoom on this. Just this one here. Just put some putty on it because I had nothing to mark it with. So I know it's, I put in the corner that one there. So if it's on the right, it's yellow. If it's on the left, it's blue. And that's what I said before. But that's, I think, how the problem manifests. So I've got this chip puller here, standard thing. So if I get in here, pull this, there you go, nice and easy. I don't want to sort of start swapping around to show you what it was like because I don't want to start bending these pins unnecessarily. So that one I think is the broken one. You can't see it because I've marked it out, but I'd search for the code online. It's on the chip. The nearest I could get to. They are a standard part, but I wanted to get as near as what I had on there already before. In fact, I can show you what's on the other ones, can't I? So if you can see that, it's a Texas Instruments, I think it has it. So I don't know, TMS 416415 NLJ. I can get that number, and then underneath it's got like a delta symbol. I think is that the triangle symbol. Anyway, I think that's what this one is. So let's get that right first, and we'll have a look at that. Then we'll put it in. I've been pretty lucky with this Amstrad. Got 2 faults with the monitor. And focus, come on. 2 faults, one with the monitor, one with this. This was a power switch, it needed a bit of a clean, and this was a fuse, which is amazing, really. So I haven't really spent much on it at all. I think the fuses were about £2 or £3, I think, and this is about £4. This memory chip. So I've not put much into it, but I don't want to spend too much more time on getting it working. So got loads of other projects what we get on with, so Pac-Man being one of them. I'm just waiting for the weather to get a bit good because I like to, you can probably see it actually now because it's a bit lighter. So the roof goes all the way along the back, so I like to sort of, I like to paint it in the garden actually with the sheet down, but I can paint it in here, but I don't want it to be too cold when the paint goes on it. So the weather's not too bad today, but it could be better. This is going to be pain to undo this, isn't it? I'll probably cut this bit out. So if I put that down, where's the thing? There it is. It's a similar number. So we put this in there. I might have to straighten the pins up. So it's going to need 2 hands. Focus. There we go. So, probably not the right way to do it, but make sure it's in the right way as well. The notch to the left. This is awkward to do with the camera next to me. Right, are they all? I think they're all in this time. There we go. That's just a bit of a mistake. Right, annoying thing with this is this needs to be connected to the top. There is a way of bypassing this. You can short 2 pins on there. It's a bit dodgy because you can short the power and cause issues with them on there because that supplies power. So I've done it a couple of times with a bit of insulation taping away, but I'm hoping, that was only when I was sort of swapping chips all the time. That's one that needs to be done quick. I couldn't keep taking this off because then I'll start causing problems with these cables. So I'll plug the keyboard in first. There we go. That one's in. And then this one. So that supplies power to the tape deck as well as the power through the switch, which then comes back in. Right, okay, so that's on. That's in. Okay. Power on. Right. Truth. Ah. Is that a dead chip? Brilliant. Okay, so that didn't go so well. That was about a couple of days ago, so I put that RAM chip in and we just got a load of crap on the screen. I tried it in different sockets, different kinds of crap on the screen. It's basically like if you have say, one of the RAM chips out, you just get nothing, you get a garble mess on the screen. So I put the old one back in and it's working again, sort of. We've got these glue lines. So on top of there, we've got another one. So I'm going to get another try. So let's turn it off, unplug it. We'll keep trying until we get a good one. Now this isn't exactly the same chip, code-wise on the chip, but apparently it's compatible, so that should be okay. Right, pull this one. I'll turn that off. So this is the new chip. So you might have a few jump cuts here while I try and find one that works. Make sure the pins are lined up. There we go. Put that in first. Right. I don't even know where the old one's gone. Well, the round chip, the broken one. That's a broken key. Anyway. Alright, take 2. Yeah, one. Aha! So it's definitely the RAM chip then. I was right. Look at that! Nice clean image, no garbled mess. Fantastic. You get a bit of artifacts on the phone. I can see as I move up and down lines, but you can't see that in real life. So let me just. I always leave this light on, and it sort of washes out the image. Is that a bit better? Yeah, it's a bit better. So I'll be getting my money back for that other RAM chip because it was obviously dead. It's only £3 or something, but I want my money back for a pint of beer. Anyway, so fix this for £3 for fuses, I think it was. This was fixed with a bit of contact cleaner. And then the screen was fixed with, eventually, a working RAM chip, which was £4. That's not bad. So the last thing to do, well, I need to give it a clean, because it's pretty filthy. But the 3 key, obviously, is still a problem. What I've found on the internet is that you can't really see it. Let's see if I can put the light on the phone. There we go, you can see that now. See that little cross bit there? That snapped off is also in there. Now I've got a key puller, and I was going to pull all these keys off and give it a really good clean. But is that, I didn't snap that off, that was already snapped off when I had it. I'm wondering if that's probably a bad idea. I think you can detach the keyboard from the plastic housing. I think I'm going to do that and clean it that way. Maybe some compressed air or something. But anyway, these, it's the bit in there. You can see that you push it down. Oh look, the 3 key does actually work. Look. So I'm going to take that out and take it out of there, and I've got a replacement post on its way, which should fix that. I think that was £3 for 5, so that's not bad. And they're genuine parts as well, so I don't have to worry about trying to find something to replace it with a guide. Not a guide. I don't have to find any plans online for 3D printed parts or anything. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I think we should try and load up a game with the tape cassette adapter thing. And there's one really good port of an arcade game on the Amstrad, so I'm going to try and load that up now. So I tried loading quite a few games using the tape adapter thing, and then nothing would really load. It would load and it just wouldn't finish loading for whatever reason. I even ran the games with the tape deck top off or just up in the air, and you can do that with no problem. And even with that, it wouldn't. The spindles, the tape spindles, wouldn't move either. So I think, pretty sure, this belt does actually need replacing. I don't want to replace it if it didn't need replacing, but it really should be replaced. So I got these 2 belts a while ago, just in case I needed to. And one of them is for the reset count, the counter. We know that works, definitely know that works, so I'm not going to replace that one. There's the water from upstairs. We're washing our hands. Sounds like someone's going to the toilet, but there's some weird U-bend thing in that drain, which needs sorting, but I don't know how to because I'm not a plumber, and it's not a major issue at the moment. So that band needs to go. Doesn't look too hard. So we've got just there. So it goes around this wheel here, around this little wheel here. This one here, might give that a little brush as well. And that's just underneath, you can see, underneath there, just that one there. Where's this wheel come on? But I think we're going to do these screws here, these two here, snip that off, and I've got a replacement there, ready to go. Once we put it back together, hopefully. So I'm going to try it now. Yeah, I think that's what we need to do. So let's get this one off first. Hopefully you can see that as near as I can get with the camera. So I like to use flathead screwdrivers when I can, because I find it's easier not to, it doesn't seem to strip. The screws as much. Shear them? No screw, I don't know. Now I'm hoping this isn't going to be as hard as it is to do a Famicom disk system, because that is a pain in the arse. Someone actually moaned on one of my videos saying, oh, you didn't show enough. If I had to do it. It's true, I didn't, but also didn't have a tripod at the time, which is, I do have a tripod, I've had one for a while now. It's very cheap and very crappy, but at least it sort of works. I think at the time, when I was filming that a long time ago now, I had a set of DVDs and they were sort of all stacked up, and had a book at a certain angle trying to balance the phone or the camera or whatever it was I was filming with, and there's no way I couldn't get even at this angle. Then, so there was no point in doing it because you wouldn't be able to see anything anyway. So I reckon that just needs to pop off. But let's snip this off first. Like that. Little piece got away there. Right, so that straps the orange cable around it as well. Out, come on. So I should just lift this up a little bit. Just enough, yeah, I reckon. So let's take this one off. There goes the water again. Seems to be a little bit awkward. Comes around there. Now how do you get this off? That's the question. Do I have to take this bit off as well? Let's just think about this. Don't want to have to take off stuff that I don't want to. So if I can get it through, I can't even get to this screw here. Oh, that's annoying. I don't think there's any other way of doing it, so we're going to have to take this bit out as well. Find a really small screwdriver to do that one. Hoping this moves. It does. It's not too bad. So I should be able to just lift this up. think. There we go. Come on, get out. Doesn't want to go. There we go. Right. Let's have a little bit of a comparison. This one doesn't feel very elasticy. Let's put one on top of the other. If you can see that, because it's on black, but hold them both up. Not that much difference in size. Where's the camera? Here it is. But, I mean, that's the new one. That feels like it's got a bit of spring to it. That just feels like it's made of plastic. It's going to snap at any moment. Tell the difference. So, let's first, I'm trying to work out what's the best thing to do. It's best to put it in here first. It's captured then. So we want to lift this up. Probably need a screwdriver just to lift this up. Come on, there we go. So we need to there we go, that's pulled through. Right, so this is going to be the pain in the ass, this one here, isn't it? So that's on. Right, I can't tell. It's definitely on. So when this was on before, the sort of these bands are square. The corner of the square, as it were, was in the it's twisted. I don't want that. It's going to be the hardest bit. What if I do this? No. I don't like that. Right. Seems to move pretty freely. Alright. That's not too bad. I thought it was going to be much harder than that. Let's put this little screw back in. Right, I'm not going to put the zip tie on that yet. I've tested it. So let's go and get the other side of the board and the monitor. Okay, I started loading the game just to test it really, and it's loading the 3D. Was it 3D boxing? It wasn't 3D when we saw that game last. But I remember we had the vertical lines and now we don't. So this is going to be my test game because that's the one we got working last time. When I tried this again, when I couldn't get anything else working, this didn't work before I changed the rubber band belt thing. So this appears to be 3D box. It says it's not 3D. This appears to be working now. So I'm gonna let this go because it says 360 seconds, so it's going to be a while. And it obviously load up again. I'll come back once it's loaded. Won't bother playing it because we already played it. Then we'll try a different game, and hopefully that'll work. Okay, what seems like ages messing around with that stupid tap dancer app. I've completely given up on it now. I'm now hooked up to my Mac. I found a program that converts CDT files to WAVs. I've got a virtual machine running on my Mac that will convert the, to convert them and copy them back onto a Mac and then run them off a Mac, and it seems to be working now. I did run this several times. I thought we could get Donkey Kong, compare it. Did run this several times, and I'm hoping this is going to work this time, because last time it didn't even come up with the image here in the middle, which is red. So I'm hoping this is going to work now. I actually know how many seconds it's going to take, I think. So there's 1 minute almost, approximately. So I'll come back once it's finished. Right, so we've got Donkey Kong. Before we play it, should we also plug in the real thing? Let's unplug that one. And this plug here. There we go. Right. So we've got Donkey Kong CPC. We've got the arcade machine as well. Let's see what it looks like on the CPC. So, Master System controller here. Whoa, that's really loud. Yeah, that's quite cool. Apparently this is a pretty good conversion. Controls feel pretty good as well, actually. Pretty compared to that boxing game we played earlier on. Well, I didn't want to go that ladder though. Oh, then I wanted to go up the ladder, wouldn't it? Okay, it's just the Master System controller, I don't know. Let's try again. Concentrate now. Ah, see. Problem with the D-pad is you got an 8-way controller. I wonder if it works with the keys. No, it's only with the. So if you press diagonals, you've got to be careful. That's why I'm struggling. Yeah, it's a pretty good little conversion actually. I don't think I ever played the C64 version, but this isn't half bad. It's gonna let me up? Yeah. Up a little bit. Okay, so Pi Factory neck, that's a bit weird. We'll see a different order. Let's get rid of some of these. You can just hear the background music's a bit quiet compared to the sound effects. Ah. Compared to oh, I don't think that's half bad conversion, to be honest. I don't think you get music on the Amstrad version. Background music. you get it when you get the hammer. I think that's about it. Uh-oh. I'll tell you what, it's not that far off. I mean, playing with the joystick is so much better. Obviously the graphics are, sprites are bigger and everything, but it's not bad at all. And of course the next level is going to be the, oh god, I should know what it's called. I can't remember now. This level. The rivet level, that's what it is. I'm just going to quickly go through this. I don't want to do that yet, do I? Thank you. At this point, I wonder if you can jump into the abyss and bounce back like you can on the arcade machine. Let's give it a try in a sec. Cool. Alright, let's try this one again. I'll turn old Donkey Kong off. I can't really go any lower at the moment with this thing. Let's kind of turn this off a second. Turn the arcade machine off. Oh, if I can get the plug out of that. That's what I want. Okay, I'm going to give it another go. Yeah, whatever. Seems really bright on them. Let's turn the... I don't know. The screen just seems really washed out. Let me turn the light off. Might look a bit better. Alright, let's try again. Keep an eye on the diagonals on the joypad. Yeah, it looks a bit sort of... wild barrel. It looks a little bit washed out on through the viewfinder, but pretty well contrasted colours, to be honest. Oh, it does have the music in the background, it's just really, really quiet. Come on, I jumped then. Obviously I can fly through it on the arcade machine, but on using these controls on this, the timing is slightly different. Hey! One more go. I wanna get past this level without losing any lives. Yeah, if I had this back in the late 80s, early 90s, I'll be pretty happy with this game. Try and do some more games in a minute. Yep. Fly trying to get me. It takes a while to react once you jump once. Notice on this one. You can jump backwards like that, that's quite cool. I'm being quiet now, so I'm concentrating. Come on, down, Valor. Oh, I couldn't get up then. You hear the music? Oh, that's weird. I wasn't standing under the ladder then. Well, one more go. So it's got its own little sort of characteristics, this game, compared to the arcade version. I would have normally cleared that, I reckon. Oh well, that's cool. I like that. And you got your high score. That looks, I mean, that there looks very similar to the arcade machine. Just the track screen and everything. Right, okay, now that we've got this working, let's try another game. I think I might be having a bit more success playing this off the Mac. I don't know if it's a tap dancer app or if it's this noise on the line from running it on the Nexus 7, I don't know. I can only get that 3D boxing game working. When I was running out tap dance, I wasn't even getting the images displaying like we are at the moment. As you can see, it's something called Riser, which I think is called, oh god, what's it called? My memory's crap. I was about to say it then, I've forgotten what it's called. Contra, that's what it's called. Bloody hell. Brain Gauge. This is a long load, so that Donkey Kong, the Donkey Kong version took, was it 3 minutes to load? So that'd been quite a cool game to load when you're young. It's 3 minutes and it's done. This is 8 minutes, which when you're 9 or 10, it probably seems like 2 hours. Anyway, I'm gonna let this load. Like I said before, at least with the C64 you had some music, some cool music going on, but there we go. I'll let this load and we'll come back once it's finished. So that's loaded now. Weirdly, that stopped, but it kept playing on the computer, so I've rewound it a little bit. Hopefully it should be okay. So if I... one player. Oh, we're going. Whoa, that's loud. It's still loud. It's better. Apparently this is one of the better games on the Amstrad. Ah. It's quite hard to see, it's quite a small little window the game plays in. It's really hard to see the bullets. The spread shot. I played Contra a few times. Ah, dead. There's no music or anything. I think that's part of the course for a lot of Amstrad games. Awesome, game over. I'll just lower this down a little bit so you can see it a bit better. Let's try that a sec. There we go. Basically better like actually. I'm getting quite close to the screen. I mean, my eyesight is pretty good, but pretty colourful game though for the Amstrad. Oh, the shot. Oh, I should have done that. I think you can play 2-player though, but I haven't got 2 working controllers at the moment. One of my system controllers isn't working at the moment, so. And you got to jump across this. Ah, damn it. One more go. See if I can get any further. Shit, the best thing really is just to keep shooting all the time. Ah, I missed the power up. Damn it. I'm running as fast as I can. Jump over the bullet. It is really hard. See what they could have done? They could have made the bullets like a yellow colour rather than orange. Sort of like. Ah, damn it. Well, that'll do. One more game. We'll load up. We'll try. And then we'll leave it there. We might come back. Oh, we've got to come back and do the keyboard anyway. I think they're missing the snap key, so we'll definitely do that. But we'll try one more game anyway. We've got Prince Persia working. Tried to get Chase HQ working, but it was being a complete arse, so I gave up on it. I don't know why it wasn't working. All the other games seem to work now. I've changed that that band. Music sounds a bit odd. Can I skip this? Yes, I can. Oh, it's carrying on. So we've got Prince Persia running. Let's have a look. He walks slowly. Press the button. Yeah, okay. Graphics are pretty good. I think I might be right in saying that the Amstrad's not great at scrolling games, but it's good at single screen games like this, like Donkey Kong. The way they did it on Contra, they sort of split up into separate screens. Is that how it works on the original? I can't remember. Memory's shit. So that's. I used to play this on my mate's dad at a PC. Must have been like a 286 or something. It was quite high spec at the time. It was in the mid to late 80s. We used to play this on it. It even had a sound card, if I remember, which back in those days was like non-existent. It's like a non-existent thing to have a sound card on a PC back then. I think he was a software developer, but like quite hard. But what he did. I'm gonna do this again. Okay. I remember. It's quite easy to control. There we go. So you gotta pick up the sword along here, then make your way back, remember. There it is. Yeah, the controls on this are pretty good. But I can't see myself dropping down. There we go. How do I pick things up? Like that. Okay. Make our way back now. Go through the door, yeah. Go jump up there. Oh, the gameplay commentary isn't great because I'm concentrating. There's sort of flash when it goes through different screens a bit. I'm not sure what that is. There we go, right. Have it. There we go. And if I remember rightly, sound's not great, but yeah, the graphics are pretty cool. So I never had an Amstrad, so oh, I've got to press play on this now, so it loads every level. You can hear it loading now. So it's a multi-load game. Oh, and I've got to pause it quickly on here. Right, we'll go a bit further, then we'll call it a day, I think. Kick this guy's ass. Ah, you bastard. Oh, he killed me. Hey, I had 2 bits of life left. Did he get me in the head or something? Ah, the good thing, although it's a multi-load, you can carry on where you sort of left off, so. Oh, don't go that way. Come on, have it. There you go, to block it. Okay, we'll call that day. It's almost ready now. It's almost finished. Yeah, we'll leave it there. Hopefully come back and we will fix the 3 key. And what's down here? Death. Yeah, we'll come back and fix the 3 key, and then it's pretty much finished. Maybe just to give it a quick clean stuff because it's still a bit filthy. Yeah, but thanks for watching, and see you soon.